pretty much smashed 2 dragon eggs that y'all found up in there and just Kai smashed them and started eating them.
Bogus.
Y'all had found another kobold who helped y'all out when a group was getting ready to try and ambush y'all. He helped you get through the rest of the cave. Y'all whooped some ass in there. Y'all come to find out that all the stuff that the cultist had obtained had already been moved, and only a little bit was left behind. From there, y'all have come back out of the cave. And let's see here. It's probably been a few hours or so. We'll probably say it's been about an hour with all the running around and stuff like that, and then the battles. Since y'all really went in and came out. And it's about that time that y'all remember there were tracks leading away. Because when y'all enter, y'all know there were tracks that were leading west. Y'all have gone through and hunted the hatchery. You know there was a gentleman, the half-elf. What was his name? Leosin. Yep, Leosin, the half-elf, had asked y'all to come here, see what y'all could find out about the place, and then come and find him in the city of El Turel. So y'all have 2 possible options here. What y'all doing?
Well, I think we should investigate the tracks. And Monica's with me, so Kai? More gold.
All right.
And he doesn't really know how to talk, so we'll assume that he just says yes.
Yes.
There is something that does happen beforehand. Y'all killed the cultists when y'all left the cave, if I'm correct. Yeah, y'all killed those last 2 cultists, so...
Yeah, the ones that he asked if they worship Tiamat, yep.
So there's a sudden noise that comes from the mouth of the hatchery. It sounds like a small creature. And it's right about here that Hype, if you want to introduce your
Kill it with fire.
Yeah, you see a black-scaled kobold with like a skull adorned to its head. It comes out with a staff, but the staff is really just a long bone. He seems to be like looking around, looking for things. You also hear him like muttering about his balls over and over.
You didn't tell me you have a brother.
I'm gonna look him up and down and then step up to him. Who are you?
First name Tess, last name Tickle.
Testicle. Oh, you son of a bitch. I see what you did there.
What's up, Tessie?
Not much. I mean, I was in here. My tribe comes from this area, and I'm kind of looking for remnants. And I didn't know people were going to come here and kill everyone involved, so I kind of stayed hidden for a bit.
Yeah, we're just killing the non-believers.
Do you worship Tiamat?
No,
Ted,
yeah, I'm listening.
I'm about to say, it's about here that you do know that for some reason all of their deaths feel justified to you because of what they were doing.
Yeah. If Tess is asked if he worships Tiamat, he says no. I don't worship anything other than my balls. My balls lead me to where I need to go.
Can I see them?
Yeah, no problem. I'll whip him out, and then you see him hold his hands out, and he has two crystal balls, one in each hand. They're adorned with like gems, all the shinies. He says, "Yeah, these are my family jewels.
They're huge.
They're genetic. They've been passed down from generation to generation."
Those are mighty magnificent. And I'm like lean in and look at them.
I like them.
You see him like kind of put them away, like
Can I
to the
hold them?
side. Like I don't like. No, I don't like anyone too close to my balls. They're sacred.
That doesn't sound like a fun way to live.
This guy's greedy.
You'd be greedy too if you had special balls like I do. I mean, these balls are potent.
What do they do?
I mean, they do what balls do. They
Stick
lead
to
a
the
man.
side of your leg?
Sometimes when I get them too close in, I like to keep them separate. They clack too hard when they get together.
Uh-oh.
We had an old guy. His balls hung low. He died.
Brown chicka one.
So then, it's not really safe for kobolds out here. Safety in numbers. You should join us. You can take good care of you and your balls.
Yeah, grab the back part of the ladder.
I also like his shaft.
I forgot, but we're just carrying a 35-foot ladder.
He would kind of look at his balls and then like stuff them away and then grab the ladder.
Did Sir Snuffles say something?
Doesn't
Monica.
seem like.
I thought I heard something for a second, but it was quiet.
God damn it. You really did create a character that's just one giant dick joke.
I mean,
The joke characters always last long.
So, Tess, it's about this time that you get a spirit seeming to whisper into your ear. And it starts to whisper saying that if the group follows the tracks, they should send two of them off to the city they were told about.
okay, hold on, guys. I feel something. Feel something in my balls. Give me a second. I gotta rub them, get the juices flowing. Yeah. Yeah, that feels about right. Yeah. If you guys follow the tracks, you should send, two of them to go towards the city you were told about.
It's about then that Raiko volunteers and grabs Flick by the back of his shirt and starts dragging him along to be his translator. As they wave y'all off, going off to the city.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
To talk to the half-elf that they were told about.
Swipe his wallet.
Riker just gives you a nice little thumbs up before disappearing off into the vastness.
I can never understand what the guy's saying.
I think he has this a speech impediment. It's a long word. I can't remember it. He was born that way though.
All right, so let me get you guys back out to the normal map here, since y'all are probably going to be following those tracks. There we go. There y'all are. All right, so y'all know the tracks are heading west. Someone give me a quick survival check.
Chosen one.
I say anyone can make it.
I'm gonna go for the dude that has like +9 in it.
Kai.
Oh, he probably went somewhere. 13.
13. It's good enough for you to know that the tracks are no more than a day or so old. All right, Kai. So you rolled a stealth check. I asked for a survival. So that's an 18 plus whatever your wisdom is, which is godly high as itself. So you're fine. So Theo, you can tell that these tracks are about a day old. Kai, with yours, you can pretty much tell. Yeah, with a 25, you can pretty much tell they left not soon after the fire that you caused, because the weight of them, you can just see how heavy it is, and they still seem fresh. It was probably within the past 18 hours that they've been ahead of y'all. So with that, y'all are just going to be following these tracks for most of the day?
Yeah, I'll just like lean real low, kind of sniff around, try to keep my eyes on the tracks.
All right, so the average pace for a party on walking is about 20 miles, right, Gary?
I think so. I think it's 24.
So we'll go with about 24 then per day. Y'all know they're heading west. So with the 25 survival, y'all are able to get to about, with how big y'all are, it don't really make much difference. So we'll just go here. Are roughly able to get along the edge of these mountains, following the trail till y'all see a road up ahead, but it's starting to get pretty dark. Y'all gonna settle down for the night, or y'all gonna try to keep following them?
I mean, I'm a kobold. I keep going and going and going.
It's up to the team what they want.
If we're gonna go on, me and my balls can go on for a good long time.
So 3-1, unless Monica says that she's willing to just haul ass with them, which most likely she will be. So y'all continue. So y'all continue through the night. Everyone, give me a Constitution save. Actually, I think Monica said she was gone. She hasn't come back yet. So I'll just pull up that lovely sheet. Yep, y'all are all fine. So y'all are able to travel another couple hours into the morning. We'll say y'all get to about Oh no, actually. Halfway. I need someone. Let's go with Kai. Roll me a d20. All right. Y'all are fine for now. So we'll say I'll get to about here. And it's starting to slowly get to daybreak. The sun's rising up. Y'all have gotten through the night pretty well. You've all seemed pretty hardy. And it's the next day. What are y'all doing? Still following the trail?
I say we camp out now and then we move during the night. They sleep and we don't.
I'm cool with traveling at night.
That works for me.
All right. So y'all gonna bed down for the day?
Yeah, it gets too hard in the morning, so it's better to go at night.
And I'll take the first watch.
Second.
We'll say it's getting close to about 9 o'clock for y'all as y'all start to find a good spot to bed down in the morning. And so it's Diomedes taking first watch. Give me a perception check. At disadvantage because it is technically during the daytime.
And it's blindingly bright. You know, I've never been outside before. I've never seen the sun.
All right, so yeah, it's pretty bright out. You're looking up, you're looking around. You finally look up at that big ball of fire in the sky. It burns a little bit when you do. You kind of get that spot look in front of your eyes for a little bit. Nothing seems to happen. All right, so your watch is done. Who are you going to wake up to take the next watch?
I'll wake up Monica.
On my watch,
It's bright, so is she quiet for anybody else?
I can try to speak louder.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
It's like you have your mic like about an arm length away from your face.
Or somehow the mic volume got turned down.
How's this? Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing was up again. Sorry. On my watch, I want to touch myself.
Do what you want to do, man. I'm not going to stop you. So that means you already have disadvantage on perception checks, so you can choose to make it or not at this point.
All right. I have a question for the darkness spell. If I put it above me, like dangling from a tree, and I cast darkness on that dangling rock, would it provide me some shade?
Mm,
You can't
It
see
wouldn't really-
through it, so I'm guessing light wouldn't be able to pierce it either.
Yeah, I'm about to say it would provide you shade, but you won't see shit. Because you have normal. Well, let me double check your vision thing, actually. You might have the special type. Eyes of night.
I
It
don't
only
have the
says
special type. I do not
you
have
do
it.
not have the special. You just have unlimited dark vision. You do not have magical dark vision. So yeah, you would not see through it at all.
Yeah, but I just wanted some shade.
That's fine then. That makes this roll even better for me.
No, I'm not blinding myself. It's just on top, and it's not uncovering me, like covering
She
me up.
put in shade on herself, but you still have
Okay.
disadvantage on perception checks of anything in sunlight. So
Yeah, I know, but I just
Alright,
wanted
so
some
you're
shade
gonna
for
make
myself.
if you're gonna make a perception check, make a perception check at disadvantage.
I'll cast guidance. $14.
1 sec.
That's not that bad.
It's really not.
Considering I don't have, proficiency with perception, yeah.
Surprised you guys aren't waking me up since I do.
All right. So even with everything that you're doing, touching yourself and perceiving things, it seems to go pretty well. Nothing seems to sneak up on you in your busyness. You feel like you still kept a pretty good ear out for anything, even while you're doing what you're doing.
I smell fish.
So I guess that means Kai wakes up.
Yeah,
At
I
the
poke
end of
him with a stick.
Give me
what's up?
a perception check. This
Whoops.
is a different one than the one you need to make.
I just wanted to look at the freaking information for this. What the fuck?
What happens when you link it? You just have to go back in and put your spell slot back in.
All right. What did you say before I distract?
Since you're waking up Kai, I want him to make a quick perception check as he wakes up.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around and just quickly start look left, look right, look up, look down. 17?
So, yeah, you get an odd smell. Like, there's a strong scent that's coming off of Monica. You can't quite place it, but it seems kind of pleasant to you.
Bread?
Not like that, DM. You know how I pat someone's shoulder?
You didn't specify.
I figured she was doing that. Like I figured like that's what
I
she
thought
meant.
we were keeping it PG.
You're too used to
Specify.
the other game.
I'm way too.
I figured she was doing the first one, but she just like left it up for the.
It's again, I'm so used to our other groups that I expect it to be that, even if it is PG.
Dude, it's been crazy
Like,
lately.
you gotta do these names that are all testicles.
Session 016 by the river.
Right.
All right, just fucking with y'all at this point. All right, Kai, she wakes you up. You're now up for your watch and everything. So give me an actual perception check.
Another
Yeah, because that was for you waking up. I just want to be a dick.
another one.
Dang.
17.
God damn, I rolled 3 5s in a row.
Can't get in the counter with a 5.
Holy fuck. Unless I reverse it. But I don't. So yeah, your watch goes pretty well. You actually had the most open eyes of everybody, watching everything like an eagle, even with the bright sun hitting certain things.
I was hungry. I was looking for food.
And just, you don't see anything. Nothing comes around you, and your kobold hawk-like eyes spot no food, but you do know that the bread is back by this point.
I'm gonna save it.
So with that, it's closer to the afternoon time. It is still daylight, but it'd be closer around, we'll say, 3-4 o'clock when all of you kind of wake up and get to your own standing points, do your eating, stuff like that.
Gimme! Babe, you can't take my bubble tea!
Give her back her fucking bubble tea.
If you got to go whoop some ass, it'll be fine. We'll continue this.
Sorry, I thought I was on push to talk. I'm here now.
So all of you are up and everything. So now I need another survival check from whoever wants it.
I think I'll do it, guys.
I think you will too. Ooh, 13. All right. So it takes you a little bit longer this time around after y'all had that rest and everything, and your constant eyes straining from trying to find food. It takes you a little bit more, but you're able to find where the tracks are the freshest again. But it took you an extra hour or two to really find them. So you're behind schedule at this point, but you are back on track.
Back on track. This way, guys.
So it was about 4 o'clock when y'all got done. So after the 2 hour time frame, it's about 6 o'clock now.
Grab the ladder. Let's
Sun's
go.
slow. Oh, and roll me a d20 Diomedes. The ladder is now smaller than what it was. It seems to have gone down to 25 feet.
Down to or down by?
Down to 25.
Okay, I was like, damn, we got a 10-foot ladder now.
No, you now have a 25-foot ladder instead of a 35-foot ladder.
All right, well, I'll take my position at the rear.
I'm gonna fly and hold the front of it. So now, like they're holding like the first 10 feet or 15 feet like on the ground, and then they start going upwards. Imagine Monica just like hanging.
Feet dragging.
No, I think Monica's got some of the heavier armor, so she'd probably help bring it down a little bit.
I do have chain.
Yeah, so chain armor is like, what, 55 pounds by itself?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's weighing it down just a little bit.
I got my balls in one hand and the ladder in the other.
I still don't know how I feel about your character.
They're just balls.
You ever think of getting a belt and have those dangle in front?
Nah, I just rather have a good grip on my balls. You let them dangle too much, you end up sitting on them. Then it's not a good look.
Why would you sit on your front?
If your balls dangle too low, you can sit on your balls.
Prop your belt a little higher?
All right, we'll say y'all get about here, and that's about when y'all come in contact with the first road you've seen in a while. It's pretty paved out. You can see where the tracks have gone onto the road and actually turn to match it and start following a natural trail. But upon meeting this road, you also notice that the tracks are becoming a little harder to read, which means this road is traveled more often. The survival check for these have gone up. So give me another one, Kai.
Can I guidance him this time or no?
You
Can I
can.
guidance as well?
You can only do one guidance.
Yeah. I don't have
So,
proficiency with survival, so I can't help you.
but you can give him guidance, which does help.
And then I can help because I have proficiency, so it doesn't matter.
Point, I would say it's dark enough that probably getting closer to like 10, 11 o'clock, y'all traveled for a good few hours. 23 is definitely enough. So, Kai, your nose is to the ground and you're not letting those tracks get away from you at all. You have it perfectly marked where the deepest one is. So, you know that's the heavy part and you're following it like a bloodhound. You don't even know what that is. You just know it sounds right. Delicious, apparently. All right, so I'll get right about to here. It gets closer to 1, 2 o'clocks. give me anyone who wants can give me a perception check.
Let's get it.
Oh, look at that low perception.
9.
We'll give him a little +6 perception.
Damn.
Shut up. +7, right?
So, y'all are on this trail, y'all are walking, y'all are looking around. It doesn't seem like it's very busy right now with how late it is. Kind of get the feeling that a lot of people don't travel that much at night. They tend to bed up and wait. And y'all feel like y'all are pretty good about not meeting anything or anyone that might want to bring you harm.
I just thought of a cool idea. You know how people just walk on these roads? We could just like sit on the side of them and then wait for people to walk them and then steal all their stuff.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
God damn it.
Wouldn't they spot us from afar if we sit in the side without really hiding?
Oh, we're kobolds. We'll think of something.
What do
Maybe
you
we
think,
can
Tess?
disguise ourselves as corpse.
I try to
Maybe.
hide to make a point.
I can see you, Dia.
Okay, well, maybe this isn't the best spot, but there's a spot we can find.
See if I can find a better spot.
Yeah, your passive stealth, Dio, you know for a fact that you are not hidden well at all compared to what you could. Kai, you definitely find
I find like a
group
little
of
dirt patch and just cover myself. Only
All
my
right.
eyes are showing.
So
I
while
want to
all
play
of
dead.
you are watching Dio try to hide in a bush, Kai just drops to the ground, grabs all this dirt out of nowhere, and just throws it over his body.
Imagine a lizard is just like with their claws just like chunking dirt on top of my back.
A little hill of dirt, and you just see these two blinking eyes scanning around. But it's pretty convincing that it blends in with the road.
Yeah, I
And
want
if
to
you're
play
gonna
dead.
performance check,
Play dead in the middle of the road.
Yeah, what I'm doing is laying on the ground, making sure my backpack is like a little bit loose from my limb. I want to make sure my shield is out and that I'm sort of like underneath, just not gripping too hard, but just enough for it to like when I hear someone, I'll like, yeah, okay, performance check with guidance. Wait, with no guidance.
No guidance.
7. Yeah, you have guidance. I can't cast it on myself.
Okay.
I could
I mean,
recast it.
I could have casted it on you
motherfucker.
because I have like 60 feet of guidance, so I could have.
That's their workaround. They always cast on each other.
Too late though.
We
but
found your boyfriend.
Yeah, you know for a fact that at this point, your performance you feel is amazing, but to the rest of the guys, you can see her breathing. She looks like she's trying to take a really, really bad nap.
I can see her tail start
Wagging a
yeah,
little
wagging.
bit. Like she
Anticipation.
feels like she's doing such a good job that she's getting excited and her tail wags a little bit.
Yeah, look, guys, I'm twitching. And I'm talking like I'm like, trying.
Yeah, that looks great. You should just stay just like that. It's perfect.
Oh,
So
thank you.
when they go and attack Monica, like of course they're gonna do. That's when we jump.
Wait, why would they attack me? I'm already dead.
Because
Kind,
they like to attack
kind,
dead people.
kind Tess. I want y'all to give me. Oh, should I make it religion or a fucking percentage for this? You know what? Kai, give me a percentage roll, and Tess, give me a religion check.
Oh my god.
Okay, dope. So Kai, you just barely hit the DC I had set for yours. And with a 23 religion, yes. So both of you at the exact same moment get a sudden flash. Kai, yours comes in the shape of this silverish light in front of your eyes. And then a sudden warmth fills you, and you have a thought in your mind, almost like something's directly speaking to you, that those who bring harm to others that do not deserve it are not true followers of Bahamut. And Tess, you get the feeling that if you were to follow along with what they're doing and not try to stop them, your spirits, your ancestors that speak to you, would be gravely upset at the misuse of the family jewels.
Oh, that's a bummer. Guess we can't do this. I mean, if we do, my balls will be blue. I know it.
Yeah, I stand up and just start shaking all the dirt off of me. Ah,
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna be an actress someday.
Kami says
I
no.
get up.
So y'all do still have some time to burn before it's time to go to sleep. So what do y'all want to do?
Keep on marching then, I guess.
I guess I'm gonna meditate and reflect on what Kami-san has told me.
I want to make food out of a ration.
All right, so y'all just gonna go ahead and take a short rest here, I take it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a deep conversation with my balls.
All right, I can work with this. Good. Y'all set up a small little campfire and everything and kind of chill. Let me move over to a map real quick while y'all do some of that. This is the wrong map I need for this. This will come later. So never mind. There it is. So what's everyone doing during this short little break? I know one of them is conversing with his balls, the other is meditating. What's Monica and Diomedes up to?
I guess while I'm cooking, I ask Diomedes, as I'm like cooking and eating some of the ingredients, I say, um, so here's the thing. He remembers his parents. I don't really remember mine. Do you remember yours?
I don't really remember anything before waking up in that burning building.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of lost. And should I be worried about my parents, or like, is it a one girl kind of world, you know?
Well, us kobolds strong together. So if your parents are kobolds, then yeah, you should be worried about them. We should find them.
Yeah, but I feel like they kind of ditched me and hit me in my head so hard that I can't remember a thing.
Do you think that's what happened with all of us?
Are we brothers and sisters?
But no, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right. You're too hot. I guess I'll go ask Kai if he remembers his parents.
I don't think Kai remembers anything but what he ate last.
That does sound like him. Yeah, we're just talking, DM. I don't know what Neo wants to do.
No, that's fine. That was
We can
good.
just talk. Because I don't have anything to like recover or like, you know.
I shove whatever I made in his mouth and ask him how it tastes.
Could use some pepper, but tastes good. I'm gonna give her a thumbs up.
Don't have any peppers.
All right. So, Tess, is there any specific conversation you're having with your family jewels?
I'm just telling my balls that I found some people to travel with. They seem nice. That I'll try to keep them from doing bad things because I know we'll get blue balls if that happens, and we don't want that.
You feel a warmth come from the balls as you speak to them and tell them all the things you're going to be doing and trying to be on the good path. They seem to warm up in your hands and almost feel like they're relaxing a little bit too.
It's always good when your balls are hot.
And Kai, is there any like specific thing you're meditating on? Like, is there a specific thought or urge?
I'm just thinking to myself, like, so I can't just kill people. That's bad. But why is that bad? Because if I kill them, I get their things, and if I have their things, then I'm more powerful, and then I'm more close to a dragon, but he said killing them is wrong. I guess it's the law, and the law is the law. But they're things. I need things.
Are you saying this out loud or is this in your head?
This is all meditating.
Damn. I wanted to come whispering in your ear like a snake.
All right. That's good to know. All right. So, short rest is done. Everyone's had their fun. It's about 2 in the morning at this point, roughly. So, y'all know that the people are still ahead of y'all. You don't know where they're going or what they're doing. You just know they're still going along this road. What are y'all doing?
I'm following them. I need the pinks.
All right. Kai, with the check you made earlier, you can still find that track again, and you are able to get a little bit further before the sun starts to rise.
Alright.
So, I'll get to this area where it kind of comes to a bend and heads deeper into the mountain, and then starts to curve back up. And you're actually seeing that the track, instead of going towards the mountain area, curves back going up northwestern. But it's about then that y'all start to see that the sun's starting to come up a little bit higher. Things seem to be waking up at this point. A few birds fly around. Y'all are able to see a few animals out in the fields.
What kind of animals?
Seem to be some deer. At one point, you may have saw a boar and some little piglets.
Piglets? Alright, if I see the piglets, I am going to take off and start sprinting towards the piglets and trying to blast a few.
I'm gonna sigh and just watch him.
Hey, it's better than bread, right? He's finally getting meat.
He is, and he's gonna be bringing home the bacon.
Hell yeah. I'll go help him. Is the oh shit.
So, anyways, I start blasting.
I'm just blasting Kai Blast at piglets and boars, trying to get a bunch of meat.
I mean, they all fucking hit when you do get to them finally. They all tried to take the fuck off, but your ass is fast enough to catch up with them, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that you'd
They're
be about
40,
even. They're
I'm
both
40.
40 feet.
But
Yeah, so
I can bonus
about
action
even.
dash, I guess.
Yeah, you could. Which I would, if you're wanting to catch up to them, I would say you'd have to spend a key point to do it.
Alright.
So with that key point spent, you're able to catch up to him.
Yep.
There are... Let me roll a d6 here. Well, no, d4 real quick. There are 2 piglets and a boar. So yeah, all 3 of those hit, especially the crit. You can decide which one of those were aimed at what. There are 2 piglets and a mama boar.
All right. 2 piglets and a mama boar. All right, I'm hitting all 3.
All right. So roll the damage for all of them. All right. So the 2 piglets, I'm going to guess, are the 7 and the 9.
Sure.
The 2 piglets go down without a problem. The mama boar, however, you do hit, but she's still standing and she's pissed. You just killed her babies.
Yep. I'm in the air. What's she gonna do? Charge the team?
Well, pigs can't fly, can't they?
They might. Depending on what she
Fucking
does
might
for
make
this
them
turn,
fly.
it'd just be another turn of 2 blasts at her.
About to say, let me check something here.
I mean, unless she gets some kind of way she's gonna come fight me, which I hope she does.
Nah, she's not bright, but she does have the survivability to realize that this is a losing battle, even with her kids dead. So she's gonna turn and haul ass trying to get away from you, leaving the 2 pretty much dead carcasses of her children behind in order to survive.
Yeah, we're the same speed at this point, so I'm just gonna follow her and then throw some more blasts.
All right.
13 hit.
Yeah, that 13 hits, and so does the 24, and she's dead.
All right, I'm gonna go down and start skinning the carcasses and trying to get all the meat off.
Sleight of hand.
Survival?
Yes. Sleight of hand or survival, yeah.
I mean, it's either one. It's like a 5 or a 7, so 18.
You're able to easily like carve off whatever you're looking for with that.
Hey, I'm just trying to get a nice bit of meat that I can just carry back to the team. Do I have a bag or anything? I have a bucket.
You're able to get off like a back hind leg, a good chunk of that nice like thick meat, and put it into whatever you want and get back to the team within like 20 minutes of what you just did.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this quick. Put a bunch of the piglet meat first into the bucket because that's the good meat, and then and then whatever I can get off, like the fat or whatever off the boar, whatever's good off of there, and then bring it back to the team.
All right, give me one more survival check then, since you're doing that plus the fat. All right, so you butcher horribly one of the piglets trying to like get all the good meat off of it. And you know it's not good anymore. You've ruined it at this point. It'd be more like it would be that food you eat when it's the last item you have in the fridge and you're just a day away from getting.
I mean, a kobold, I just eat this bitch whole.
I know you would, but I'm just saying it's rough at this point. It's rough at this point. A lot of the meat's just fucked.
I'm still bringing it back to the team. I don't give a fuck. I'm throwing all this shit in the bucket.
Yeah, I keep forgetting this is like kobolds. They really don't care. They'll eat their own people.
Right.
I mean, we chitlins, so like,
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna try to like class as much weight as I can with the with my claws of my feet, and try to like start flapping my way like tiredly back. Because I guess I don't know how much does the boar weigh. I'm guessing they're like 50, 60 pounds.
That's fine. Yep, you pretty much are able to do what you need to.
All right.
Fucking kobolds.
Right before dinner too. That's good.
Yep, so the sun's coming up. Y'all know. Actually, I'm going to have everyone give me a straight intelligence check.
Oh boy.
8.
Oh, look at the 8s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Balanced.
With all the interactions y'all have had, especially with Greenest, I'll say that Tess would have to have made a 15 because he's new and is having to deal with his own stuff. Diomedes, because of what y'all went through in Greenest, y'all know that kobolds are not often seen in a good light, and that what happened at Greenest was because y'all had proven y'all are worthy or trustworthy. But out here, it might be a little bit different for y'all if you're spotted.
I don't relay this information, and I let Kai continue to butcher the pigs.
It's funny because I was gonna ask you guys. We should. It's okay.
I'll say the other two, y'all, Kai, you really would have no idea about this, so it does kind of fit for you that you don't know what anything is. You just found out what you are in a way, and you know nothing about your past history or that people even hate kobolds.
I don't even know
Monica,
what people are, so makes sense.
yeah. Monica, you feel like it's there. You feel like you have a general idea, but it's escaping you on that, and it feels like y'all will be okay, but you're
Okay.
unsure.
Got it.
I mean, for
So,
Tess, he wouldn't know that they're frowned upon, but he's used to being in seclusion or like hidden away anyway. So he'd probably try to hide himself away.
I'll say that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. So, where do y'all make up camp for the day? I'll say one of you's already said that y'all are going to be more away from things and hidden away. So, I've taken that into consideration. What about the rest
what
of
does the
you?
terrain look like around the trail?
Around the trail, it feels like y'all can see a few just scattered trees here and there, some bushes, but it seems like it's a lot of flat land in that regard. There's only a few areas that are like that. And off to y'all's left side, a little ways off, are more rocky figures leading into the mountains with a few bushes and a couple of small trees blotting along the edges.
We should head towards the rocky area. We could probably get some cover.
Yeah.
I do feel like I'm used to sleeping on rocks.
And then we can
Great.
give Tess the bucket of meat. Can you hold this for me?
Uh, so like Tess tries to grab the bucket and he's struggling because he's not the strongest, but he could do his best to hold the bucket and his balls.
And I'm gonna go scout ahead the area.
All right, give me, since you're scouting and it's starting to become daytime, perception check. That'll do. It's not daytime just yet, so there's no sunlight hitting you. You're able to look around and you get a good feeling that there's nothing really around here that's going to get the jump on you right now. You don't see anything moving, you don't see anything other than maybe a few like small creatures here and there, squirrels, maybe a snake that slithers into some rocks. But no enemies.
All right, so I'm gonna come back and relay the information, and then lead them into the area that I kind of noticed was probably good for the campsite.
And I'll follow.
How do I shrinkify y'all's tokens? I'm trying to remember.
You just grab a corner and then drop it down.
That's better. Probably need to remove y'all's name tags at some point for this map too, but I'll do that later. All right, so y'all get to that little rocky outcropping. Y'all find a good spot that lets y'all kind of put something to your back that doesn't have any major vulnerabilities and lets you kind of look out and also have a small hiding spot if y'all need it.
Man, I appreciate you, Kai. This is the finest home I've ever freaking laid my ass on.
It's the only one you can remember, so yes.
Yep.
All
I
right,
found it.
so setting up camp. What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna start by trying to set up like a little fire thing.
I'll firebolt wood to make a fire.
I'd like start pulling out my tinderbox and see all this happening. Just put it back in and crumple it myself.
I'm gonna go collect wood since we need wood to go build a fire.
Is there any source of water nearby besides our water skin?
Give me a survival check.
Alright, I'm gonna guidance myself this time.
Good idea. It takes you a good bit. Like, Kai is able to fly off and find a good bit of lumber by the time you're able to find an area that has any form of water, and it's just like this small pond, probably no bigger than maybe 7 feet wide. If anything, it might be a small puddle that was just built up from rain that happened a day or so ago.
Alright. I'm gonna start collecting it in my water skin and whatever I have.
All right, you can do that. What's everyone else doing while Kai was gathering the wood and Monica was off searching for fresh water?
I'm just gonna spend some spare time like practicing with my rapier on the rocks.
All right. What about you, Tess?
I'm just in a sense waiting for Kai, Kai to get back so I can help him start the fire. So other than that, just protecting my family jewels.
Alrighty. So, in about that time, Kai, you're able to find plenty of wood in about 20 minutes or so. You find enough to really get you through most of the day. And if you wanted it to burn through the whole day when the sun is up high, you could have it happen.
All right, well, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna start digging a hole, and then I'm gonna put the meat in the hole, and then I'm gonna start burying the meat, and then I'm gonna put the fire on, start building a fire on top of the hole.
Yeah, I can use Presty to help start the fire so that we don't have to take too much time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? For the fuck of it, give me a survival check to see how well you build this. Because I know what you're. I know what you're trying to do here. I've actually seen those before.
Oh damn!
I was gonna ask Kai if I could grab some of the belly fat. Just
Sure.
some of it.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so you bury it. You don't know how well you've buried it. You see a couple of the pieces of meat are sticking out of the ground at an odd angle. And by the time you get the wood and everything on it and it lit up, It's about 10 minutes into it that you start to realize that you may not have dug a deep enough hole and buried it right. And that it's not cooking at all.
All right.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna use the bucket and kind of like, because I don't think we have cooking utensils, right? So I'm gonna either use the bucket or a thin stone to make bacon. I'm gonna thickly slice the bacon, um, slather it with some oil, and yeah, bacon. And I'm gonna also make bread from the flour I have. Do you need me to roll anything?
Trying to think about what that would be under.
Please don't make me do a performance.
Nah, that's something totally different.
You can
So
do
you're just
athletics.
trying to make you're trying to make bread is what you're trying to make?
Yeah, I'm gonna pound that bread.
Oh. I'm gonna say this is survival too.
Okay, I'm gonna do guidance with this.
Dear God, make this the best bread ever.
15.
It's not bad bread. You do good enough to get everything where you need it, but it's bread as bread can get. Maybe a little burnt on the bottom.
Hell yes. And then I share it with my party member. I'm like, hey guys, I made bacon and bread. I did not have eggs, so I couldn't get you bacon eggs. Also, I think this is what Dio was talking about, Kai. I give him like meat in between the bread.
Yeah, meat. Really good.
Wait! I have ham from last time. I cut some of that ham and put it in there. Yeah.
More than one kind of meat, even better.
Yeah, Tess seems happy. You see him like dancing and saying praise to the balls. He hasn't eaten a good meal in a while since everyone around him was murdered.
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
I'm just keep practicing my battle moves. The swings and stabs, parries, twirls. Maybe even try a little kick or two I've seen Kai do.
All right, so rest y'all are able to get what y'all need done. Make a little bit of food, stuff like that. It starts to get pretty late for y'all in this area. And whoever wants to take first watch can.
I will take first watch again.
All right, so throughout your watch, you're able to peek out over the rocks, get a good view of the road as people are going by. You see it's a bit busy. every roughly 30 minutes or so, a small caravan goes by, a group goes by walking. Everything's going in both directions. Different combinations of races are going around, but none of them seem to notice your party.
All right, and I'm gonna wake Monica up and inform her that the road seems to be traveled, but that nobody seems to be actually looking for us.
Well, why would they be looking for us? They're not our parents.
They could be, you don't know.
You're right. Do they seem all like bad people?
I'm gonna sigh. No, they don't seem like bad people, unfortunately. I'm gonna lay down.
All right. Okay. Good night.
Night or morning.
All right. I'll do my watch now.
All right, perception check, please.
With guidance this time.
It is during the day, so it is at disadvantage.
Yep, I'm putting that on now.
All right, so 15. All right, so with your watch, you're able to kind of see the same thing that Diomedes does. You see just different groups traveling. There's actually one span where there's not a lot of people traveling. It feels it's right about when the sun is just overhead and starting to come down, normally during the normal lunchtime hours. But other than that, nothing seems to catch your eye, and no one seems to pay any attention to the rocks where you're at.
Were there any nocturnal animals coming out in our hideout?
Nah, if they're nocturnal, they're probably not even out right now. They're probably sleeping just like y'all are because it's
Got it.
still about daytime.
All right, I'm gonna poke at Kai's cheek and pat him on the shoulder, wink, wink, and say, "Hey, I'm a little sleepy and a little grumpy." Is Kai with us?
I have no idea. Kai, you there?
His Discord thing is lighting up, but I can't hear him.
Good.
Gary, you there?
All
Well,
right,
wait with the.
I poke Tess up
All right.
and I touch him on the shoulders, I guess. And I say, "Hey, sorry to bother you. My friend's not waking up. I think I accidentally poisoned him with the sandwich.
Tess,
So it's your turn."
Tess immediately remembers that he also ate a sandwich, so now he's panicking, but he's gonna get up and gather his balls
Well, you're awake, so I think you're fine.
for now.
Oh, when she says she pats you on the shoulders, like her subclass, you get advantage on initiative 2 for the next 8 hours.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to uh, talk to my balls and tell them to watch over me, and that'll be giving myself guidance, and then I will roll that perception check.
I'm gonna go sleep next to Kai.
All right. Damn. Would have been a great perception if it wasn't a disadvantage, but it's still a damn good perception either way.
Right.
All right. Looks like for you, you get a real good view as the sun starts to slowly set back down. It's getting closer to the more later afternoon time, from what you can guess. A lot of the traffic's starting to really slow down as it gets a little later and later and later. Sun's still pretty high up, but a lot of y'all have had y'all's rest. You're you kind of feel like it's time that y'all could be getting up, getting everyone ready as the sun slowly starts to set.
Yeah, I'll gently wake everyone up. Tell them, say, ball's time, said it's time to go.
All right, so Tess comes around and gets everybody up, kind of rouses y'all from your slumber, gets everyone pretty much ready to get themselves going. Y'all gonna do anything for the morning, or for y'all's technical morning?
Hey Tess, do you have free will?
I
Cause
cast Mage Armor.
I don't wake up until like later.
I mean, I do have free will. I just move when the balls tell me to move, and it's the way to go.
All right.
Balls will never steer you wrong. And then I too cast Mage Armor on myself, and then I'll look for the water that Monica said, so that we can collect more water.
I'll follow him so I can do the same.
I'm thinking about whether to peek at them or not, because Monica's not sure if they're taking a shower or something.
If you do, you will see Tess wetting his balls, getting them moist.
You'll just see me filling up a rash or my water skin.
I do not follow.
So yep, you are able to get there. You wash your balls pretty well, and you are able to get some water refilled. Let's see with that, and then any food or breakfast y'all have, y'all roughly probably spend about an hour or so doing all this. Probably waiting for the sun to go down a little bit for it to get darker before y'all start to crawl out from y'all's hiding spot, just as everything starts to get pretty dark. And the day is yours to now travel.
Do we need the road to pick up that track again?
Yep, because it is later, there's been more traffic, and so that means the DC is going up a little bit.
I'll guidance you.
So whoever wants to give a survival check. Ooh. Yeah. So Dio, you kind of see that Kai's just not feeling it right now. He seems to be a bit groggy. Not sure if it's something he ate or if he just didn't sleep well. So taking the lead with the survival, you feel like you found the right one. It looks heavy enough. So you kind of start to follow it for a little bit. And when you get to about here, you feel like the trail starts to lead off of the actual road, and y'all go about roughly 5 miles away from the road. All right, so you're off the trail right now. You feel like you're going in the right direction, but it's starting to get pretty closer to the what would be classified as afternoon for y'all after all that. So give me another survival, whoever wants to take it.
Oh, thank God, Kai's back. Kai, lead us. I'm gonna guidance you. But first, I'm gonna ask if you're okay.
All right, with Kai starting, what looks like Kai is starting to feel a little bit better after eating. Kind of looks at Dio, gives him a questionable look, and is turning y'all back like, why are we off? Why are we here? It's over here. Though with it now being back, he's still able to find the trail, but just barely, because there's just this one area that's just a deeper groove where some of the weight seems to still be too much for what's on it. So y'all deviated for a while, but he was able to get y'all back on track, but it's closer to like 4 in the morning now, which means that daybreak is not too far off from what y'all were doing. And y'all know that it's about that roughly around probably 7-ish, right when the sun starts to rise. After watching it lately, that's when people start to really get back on the road.
You got to teach me how you do that.
I think it's the angle when he's flying, you know? He gets to see everything from up there.
That's a good point. I'm gonna have to grow some wings if I want to be as awesome as he is.
You guys racing to be a dragon now?
No, I don't think I want to be a dragon.
Yeah, you wouldn't make a good dragon.
Yeah. And then people always are hunting dragons.
They always die.
So, what do we want to do? Do we want to rest up and find a spot, or do we want to just keep going?
I think we got to keep going if we want to make up for the couple of hours that cost us.
All right. If any of you do see, humans are they called? Do let me know. I think I can get us out of any problems.
Okay.
So y'all gonna keep traveling for right now?
Yep.
All right. With Kai's 22 from originally, y'all are able to get back on track and get a few more hours into it. Do y'all want to stay on the main road following it, or do y'all want to follow off track?
I mean, if it's becoming morning time, then we should probably follow a bit off track.
I agree.
All right. So we'll say y'all go about a few miles off track using natural cover to get a little bit further up the road. It's daytime now. It's getting closer to being about 8 something in the morning. The sun's reached over. Y'all can kind of see it blazing down on y'all. Over in the sides, y'all are able to see carts are starting to run through. So if y'all are going to keep traveling from this point, I'm going to need everyone to give me a group stealth check.
Disadvantage or normal?
Oh, that should be without guidance, but yeah.
It'll be normal with this because even though it is daytime, it's still stealth. Y'all went off the side of the track.
I'll
So y'all
guidance
are in an
myself.
area where y'all could hide if y'all need to.
14. Wait,
I thought you said you can't guidance yourself.
there we go. 13. 14.
Guidance works on yourself.
She couldn't guidance herself earlier because she was concentrating on guidance for you.
Oh, okay. She can only have it up on one time.
Yeah, but I can recast it. I just didn't want to.
Why'd you roll stealth twice?
I have chainmail.
Oh yeah, so 14
14.
if you were guidancing yourself. So that's a 14, 26, 37, 57. That's enough for y'all, yeah, because not a lot of these people are going to be paying heavy attention to the outside areas. They'll be keeping passive watches, but most commoners and travelers don't have a passive over what y'all just got. So for that time, y'all are able to stealth your way through. From what y'all have gathered, these people have been following the trail pretty much the same way, so y'all are able to kind of keep pace with it. So while doing that, y'all can get it a little bit further. And it's getting close to noon at this point with all the stealthing. Are y'all going to keep going or rest up?
Are you guys feeling tired?
Definitely think it can't go much longer. Start finding a place to make camp if nobody objects.
That's fine. We can get some
All
rest.
right. All right, so y'all are already off the beaten path a little bit. So with just a quick perception from everyone, pretty sure you'll be able to find a good spot. I say it is daytime, Kai, so it would be a disadvantage. Even with that, all of y'all pretty much passed what y'all needed to. So even with the daylight kind of blinding a lot of you, you're able to locate a good area away from the trail, but still in view of it, to hide yourselves off for the rest of the day. Even has a little bit of shade.
And then we go to sleep in the shade.
Yep. I'm gonna tuck my balls and then go to sleep.
I want to keep watch.
All right, so Monica can keep watch. So just give me a basic perception check, actually disadvantage because it is still daytime. Ooh. Okay, one sec here. All right. So during your watch, you're keeping a good lookout. You're looking about. And you start to get this weird sense that y'all may not be as well hidden as y'all thought. Maybe because you feel something on your hand.
Can I check it out?
You can, and when you look over, you see a giant centipede has crawled upon your arm.
Food.
And it is slowly making its way even higher. And
Why does
let
it
me
keep on rolling?
let me Yeah, that doesn't hit. It misses entirely.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
And what's kind of weird is you're starting to feel like this isn't the only one, as more of them seem to start crawling out from all the areas around y'all. Some from the rocks, some from random holes.
Cast sleep.
What was that?
When they get closer, I'm gonna cast sleep on them. So
I
center on the party.
mean, it's pretty much initiative at this point.
Oh, oops.
So you could have woken everyone up, but instead you decide to attack one of them.
God, there was only one.
Yeah, that's what happens when you focus on just one. You get all these guys rolled in, and then we'll move you over to the. Oh wait, because y'all are on that thing. Hold on a sec. All right, so everyone should be able to roll initiative. Monica, you may have to re-roll yours. I'm not sure if you're on there or not.
I don't think my token has sight, so I can't see.
Diomedes or Tess?
Yes.
Tess. Let me check that. Is it just black for you? I take it.
Yeah. I mean, normally black is cool in this case.
How about now?
We're good now.
All right, cool. I just forgot to give you sight. That's all. Monica, you're on there twice. How the hell?
It's from the first map and then the second map.
You change maps.
That's right. So I think the 18 was the one that she just got. Because did you give yourself advantage on that? I take it. Monica, did you give yourself advantage on initiative?
At 38 hours.
Okay, cool.
Are we up?
No.
Almost. I was having to fix something, so now I just gotta get this stuff taken care of. All right, yeah, that should be good. All right, so this giant centipede is gonna come right on up here too. Let me put y'all in the correct squares and shit for this crap. It's gonna saunter right up onto Monica and take a bite.
18.
Crit failing twice. God damn. So it goes to bite you, hitting your armor, and it actually busts itself a little bit, breaking one of its little mandibles. Tess, technically Monica did not wake you. So this is a surprise round for you. This one that Monica tried to attack is going to attack her. 15 does not hit, correct?
Yeah, it does
not. This one's going to slither up and try to take a bite at Diomedes' sleeping body. So it has advantage. 22 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Dope. So 6 piercing, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Damn, and you also take 10 poison damage.
That wakes me up though, right?
Oh yeah, you're fucking awake at this point.
That's lit.
You're awake after being bitten and feel this sudden, like, painful burning in your upper shoulder. And when your eyes pop open, you look over and you see this giant bug-looking thing biting into you. Monica, you're up.
So I casted sleep. Do I take that 16 HP or do you want me to reroll?
I have you re-roll because it did say that initiative had started, so that one did not count. So you got a better roll out of it. So starting, where are you putting it out? Like, where are you dropping it? Like, where's your center point? Center of the group. So like here or here.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we're already asleep, so we can't give it again.
I just woke up though.
Y'all, about to say against y'all, it means nothing, but so 6 of them, starting with the ones around you, pretty much pass the hell out. So we'll say
How many of them were there that I can see? Probably not because it's a tree. Never mind.
say anything you just said, I didn't really hear you.
Oh, I said how many of them are there because I can only see 6, but no, 7. But there's a tree.
There's more than that. I just haven't slithered out just yet. All right, so is that your turn?
What's a sit on your face action?
So this one.
Wait, I still have a bonus action.
Okay, yeah, go ahead then.
So what's a sit on your face? Sorry, what's a sit on your face action? Like if I just prone on someone's face.
I mean, it's just sitting down on somebody if they're not moving at all. You just move into that square and sit.
Okay. I guess I'll go look around.
All right, anything else?
I'm gonna spiritual weapon this one as I'm curving around.
So we still
You've already
need to
used
get
a spell that you sleep.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you did already use a spell. Thank you for that. You can only use one leveled spell.
I popped it out like when we were doing the thingy.
Yeah, hold on a second.
That's the one with the crit failure.
I'm not seeing anything with a crit failure for your name.
No, she did. There is a spiritual weapon up there, right before her sleep.
Yeah, she rolled a 6 before she rolled initiative.
Yeah.
You had already rolled Booming Blade before that with spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was already out.
Okay, then it is already out, so you do have it. All right, cool. Thank y'all for letting me know that.
I forgot she even had it out.
And it still misses. Still fucking misses.
I end my turn.
It is on a sleeping. Yeah, it's a straight roll because it's daytime though.
No. I went for the other dude that I can see.
Even then, since you're making an attack with whatever you can see, or are you talking about one of the ones that's here in this area?
Yeah, that area because I can see them.
It still works because you're standing in daylight. Even if they're in shadow, it still provides disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you both technically need to be in a shadowy area for you to actually hit.
All right. How much movement did I do?
From where
I
you
won't
were.
reroll, but I just want to move closer, and that's the end of my turn.
So you move 20 feet from where you were. So yeah, you can get there and you're good.
Yep. There we go. I
Right.
end my turn.
So this one is the one that you just tried to hit, and it's going to try to attack you. I know that doesn't hit, so next one. This one is going to come up onto you and do the same. Critical. So 24 does hit, and it is a crit. So you take 7 piercing, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. It is on you, Monica.
But the con save should be up. There it is.
There it goes. It might just be a little delayed. So you power through it. Like it bites you. You take the little bit of biting damage, but you feel none of the poison go into you. Like your holy energy is like burning the poison away before it can even get into your system.
How much damage? I lagged out.
7 piercing. And Diomedes, you have been bitten. You are feeling a very sharp burning pain in your shoulder, but the thing that was doing it suddenly falls limp next to you. You are prone, though, because you're laying down.
So I will use half my movement to stand up. And then I will booming blade the one right there.
That
You are.
definitely hits.
Oh my god.
And it's just done. Your booming blade hits it and it just explodes. And you know what? Give me a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, you just barely dodge out of the way that after you hit it and the vibrations from your blade just shatter it because you know the thunder just transferred into it. It was vibrating, ready to damage it if it moved, but it was so powerful it just explodes all the guts. You dodge out of the way at the perfect moment before it splats all over the ground in front of you.
And then I will move right here and my turn. Damn, I should have woken them up.
Kai is asleep. This one, being awake, is actually going to go for one of the sleeping people. And it's going for Kai. 23 to hit. That does hit you. I know that because you're at a 20 right now. So you take 3 piercing damage, and I need you to make me a con saving throw, Kai. That's just enough to pass. So you're hit with this piercing damage into your arm. You wake up now from it, and you see this small creature biting you. It felt like it was trying to eject something into you, but you're just kind of like tense your muscle and stop it from even going any deeper. But you are now awake and being attacked. This one's asleep, 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 and asleep. Tess is still asleep. Monica, your turn. Just gonna go ahead.
Let's see. +5 is 15.
Which is enough to hit.
Okay, 6 damage.
It's dead. Which one are you hitting? Just either one?
Yeah.
Gone.
And then 9.
Does not hit. So
all right, I end my turn.
This one's gonna bite you again. 10 does not hit, sadly. Diomedes. These two just seem to be like snoozing.
All right, so I'm gonna use my action to shout and wake up Kai and Tess. Hey, Kai, Tess.
You're kind of
And
able to see Kai is awake now, but yeah, Tess, he was calling out to you, so your next turn you just wake up.
you got kind of muffled for me, but you said I did that right.
That right? Yeah. Basically, the other two are now going to be awake on their turns.
And then I still have a bonus action, so I'm gonna second wind and get a D10 plus my fighter level HP back.
That's fine. You know it's a free action to yell at people, right?
Oh, and I'm still gonna attack with Booming Blade. All right.
All right, yeah, that hits.
And it would be on that one.
All right. And
I
yep,
don't have the. That would only be
piercing's
13.
still in. Yeah, the 11 piercing's still enough.
All right, then I kill it. I mean, in my turn.
I should have just thrown a shit ton of these guys at you. All right, Kai, it's your turn. You saw this thing pull away from your leg, and it's hissing a little bit at you. Miss. Just barely hit. Dead. Hit. All right, those are cleared out. From what you can tell, there's only one that's really up and doing something. My bad. That was Tess goes next, so you are up, Tess.
Yeah, finally up. I'll grab my balls and then stand up. And then let me see what's around the area.
There are 3 that are just laying limp, and there's one up here from what you can tell with Monica.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the one up by Monica. So you just see Tess like rubbing his balls together, and then he says like the best trick seen is the best trick showed. Check this out, yo. Here's a nice hot load, and shoot a firebolt, and probably miss.
It misses. Goes
Yeah.
into the ground and sizzling out.
God, it was a nice hot load too. Yep, that's it for Tess.
All right, so this giant centipede is asleep. Monica, your turn.
I see you, Lumen, but unfortunately for you, I'm gonna get you to boom. 7.
Yes. Your spiritual weapon just keeps swinging at it. It just keeps like ducking out of the way, hissing at you.
Does not help that it looks like a flower.
That hits.
6.
Killing it. And with that, I'm going to say these last 3 are asleep. You're out of combat.
All right, well, if that's the case.
Hey guys, glad you're awake. Sorry I didn't immediately wake you up, I got freaked out. Ugh.
So that'd be 6 on the one in front of me. I need to get rid of sneak attack.
Gone.
I'm just gonna mosey over. Weird. I can't move my token now.
You went over there. I see you over there.
Yeah, it's over there.
Oh, did my roll? What? Then I'm green flame blade. That one probably missing.
Horribly.
I'm next to you.
Yeah, I don't see nobody like moving. This is weird.
He's also
No,
unconscious.
Oh wait,
advantage.
Oh yeah,
Oh wait, during
Yeah.
daytime. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
yeah.
It's daytime and advantage sack anyways. That does hit, yes. Gone.
And
And
oh,
yeah,
miss. Oh, you
yeah,
still
'cause
next to me,
disadvantage.
Monica?
Yeah, I'm still next to you.
It's
So
still
then it's
daytime advantage.
straight. But
But
it's
yes,
straight
actually,
then.
yes, it is. 20 straight, so it's roll damage, yes, gone.
All right, I'm gonna refresh my roll 20 so I can actually see my movement.
Alrighty.
You guys okay?
I feel fine. It definitely sent some kind of poison into me. I don't think that I'm
No,
poisoned.
no, not you. I know you're fine, but
Oh, they barely did anything. They should be good.
Yeah, they didn't even touch me, and my balls were tucked the whole time.
glad to hear. But that rhyme, that got me moving, man. When do you know how to spit rap like that?
No, it's a tribal thing. Me and my clan, it's the way we conjure our spirits.
Oh, I'm sorry for disrespecting. Yes, sorry. That was not me, but maybe with a little practice, I'll get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that difficult. You just gotta feel it. You know what I mean? Feel it in your balls, feel it in your soul.
Oh, and Monica kind of like goes closer and like puts her hands on your chest. I'm feeling something, all right.
Yeah, you can just see Tess like whisper to the balls, like trying to see if it's okay, like getting permission. Always gotta check the balls for consent first. These are the rules.
Are you actually wanting to like see if it's a real thing?
Yep.
Roll me a straight d20 then.
Nat one, please. Oh yes, close.
So the spirits, they're whispering things to you. They're telling you this bitch is crazy. The most craziest crap to you if you even get involved with her, and it may not go the right way. They are giving you major warning signs.
Yeah. So seeing that his balls go blue, he kind of just pulls them away and like takes a step back. Says, "You know what? Maybe you should just get your rest." And I have a headache. You know, it'll be okay.
All right.
Sorry, Monica, the rolls just weren't with you today.
No, I wanted that to happen.
It would have sucked if it was a fucking nat 20.
Yeah, it would.
Alright, so that was y'all's first watch. Things seem to have calmed down. No one's seemed to notice y'all. So y'all can get back to trying to
I'll
rest.
take the second one.
Alright, so if everyone else is going back to bed, roll me a perception. 15, not bad. Alright, so after that last attack, you feel like you're a little bit more wired and looking about, keeping a good eye out for anything that might slither up on y'all. And it doesn't seem like anything else is coming out. So your watch goes by without too many issues this time around.
Okay, then I'm gonna wake up Kyle. Yep, your turn to take watch.
right, Kai. Ooh, 27. Goddamn. Yeah, you're so laser focused, Kai, with that just natural perception of yours that nothing is able to get to you. You are watching everything. If something even seems like it comes close, you just know to be there, ready to grab it. Half the time, it's just maybe a small frog that came up out of the water somewhere, squirrel coming down a tree. Other than that, you don't see anything that looks dangerous. But with that, y'all's daytime sleeping comes to an end. It's actually later in the day since y'all traveled a little bit more during the day beforehand, and it's probably closer to nighttime now when y'all actually do wake up. The road looks pretty empty, the stars are starting to come out, and y'all are back on the road.
Long rest completed.
So, is there anything special y'all want to be doing before y'all get back on it?
Nah.
Yeah, not particularly. Not this time, at least.
All right, then, as y'all go to get back on the road, I need a survival check again.
Guidance.
So, even with that, both of y'all, since y'all both made the survival check together, I'll say, yeah, it's good enough. It's y'all just barely hit it this time though. 15 was the DC for this because it's getting more and more to that point where it's gonna just get worse to follow it. But for right now, y'all don't take as long to find the tracks, and y'all get a feeling that they're still heading north west up here. So, whoever wants to give perception checks can.
This is normal.
Yeah.
14.
All right. So, with that, y'all are walking, y'all are keeping track. Y'all know nighttime tends to be a pretty nasty time for things to sneak up on people, but y'all's dark vision makes it very difficult, especially one of y'all who has the most unlimited dark vision they can possibly get. Nothing is able to sneak up on y'all this time around as y'all travel late into the evening, as y'all travel late into the night as it gets closer to midnight. So you are able to travel a little bit further up, getting to about here. And as it starts to roll closer to 4 o'clock, you start to see the outskirts of a village about. You can see houses off in the distance, so you're starting to feel like there's a civilization that's getting pretty close by, but it's still not enough to like worry about who's around you. Ah, so you're going to give that to everybody tonight.
Mhm.
All right, so for the next 10 minutes, everyone has the ability to make any perception check past 60 foot.
I tapped you on the shoulder.
You can give that to a number of people. There is no limit.
Oh no, but another
Oh,
thing.
okay, yeah, that ability, yeah.
And you said we see like a small village coming up about how far away?
Y'all are starting to see what looks like it's starting to become a settlement because y'all are able to see houses further off the road, some farmland here and there. So y'all are getting an inkling that you're coming close to a possible city.
I think there's a town coming up. They might have traveled through here. We should check it out.
I mean, as kobolds? Is it even a kobold town?
No, kobolds don't live in towns. They live in caves and stuff under town.
I can attest to that.
I don't know how I know that, but I remember spending a lot of time in caves.
So what's the plan? Do we just sneak up in robes or something?
We can try to sneak in, and if we get caught, just let me do the talking.
All right.
I don't think they want to hear about your balls.
My balls are great. Everyone loves my balls. Just trust me. My balls won't lead us astray.
It kind of look like I'm thinking about it before I say, well, I actually don't have anything bad to say about your balls. So you know what? You might be right. All right, let's do it.
All right, so the rest of y'all's travel here. Now that y'all kind of have an inkling that you're getting close to a place. As y'all start to approach it, it's getting close to daybreak at this point. Y'all can kind of see in the horizon the luminescent light of the sun starting to peek over some mountaintops that are far, far away. And y'all know that if y'all try to sneak in at this point, y'all can get yourselves dressed up and coming in, but it's going to be daytime whenever y'all do hit the city, because y'all are starting to see more houses getting closer to the road, less farmland and more like a living community. So whatever preparations y'all need to make, do so now.
So, guys, I have an ability where I get really, really jealous, and like I said, I might want to be an actress in the future. But yeah, a lot of people think my makeup is on the spot. So, if you want, I can change myself into one of the cultists or just a regular human. I can try to act like them. How's this? Me human, me like meat. Yes.
It's so good, but again, I feel more comfortable. Those acting skills are top tier, so I wouldn't want to waste them in this situation. I think we can talk our way out of the situation.
I could probably tell you that you're all my children, you know?
Me
Or
human, we don't eat our young.
yes, yes.
Yes, I've got it. Me soft skin.
But just an option for if we do go to the city.
I'm just all doing human impression.
Kobolds have like 4 fingers, right?
I don't know. They can hold a weapon, so they must have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, but still. DM?
I think it's something like that, yeah.
Okay, I say high
mean,
4. I mean, they have 4 fingers, right?
I'm double checking, but I think so.
Just whoever draws it, I guess.
Yeah. Could be that special kobold that has 5 because you were born with an extra pinky finger or some shit.
Yeah, I checked the picture that
Yeah, they have more based off of the
yeah.
photo we got. All right, so yeah, they have 4. So, all right, so what are y'all going to be doing here? Y'all going to go into town disguise, skirt around it? Because I heard someone say about possibly going to town, or if they do go to town, what are y'all doing?
I'm walking right in with my ladder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all still have that fucking ladder.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if we're walking straight in, we're walking straight in.
I'm gonna make sure I have a hood on and propping myself a little higher.
Okay. And while we're at it, somebody roll me a d20 real quick for the ladder. First one roll. So Tess, okay. Yeah, so it shrinks by another, let's see, 10 feet. So it's now a 15-foot ladder. Knew I should have just made the crit ones make it to where the ladder just randomly disappears.
You
Maybe I'll
should.
do that. I probably will do
Yeah.
that next time. But for now, it's
What
10
happens with a
feet.
nat 20?
You'll find out.
Does it become a foldable ladder?
You'll find out.
Okay.
But for now, it's a 15-foot ladder. All right, so y'all are just going to walk into town.
Yep.
All right, so I know Monica said she puts a hood up and walks a little straighter. The rest of you are just walking in as is.
Yep. At least I am.
Yeah, I'm walking straight in, yo. I'm a proud kobold. As a matter of fact, I don't like the way these humans look.
All right, so as it gets closer to daytime and y'all get closer to this town, I'll just pull up this part right here real quick. I'll say y'all pretty much come up to this area. And it's getting to daybreak. None of the guards seem to be coming out just yet. You can see that there are people starting to make rounds. There are some caravans getting ready to wake up and head out. And, well, let's see if y'all can get in before the guards notice. So everybody give me a stealth check.
Oh wait. Yeah. 11.
Trying to remember, why do you roll with advantage again on stealth? Chainmail, that's right. Not with advantage. Yeah, so yeah, 11, 20, 18, 19, so 20, 40, 58. So yeah, a guard's passive perception is not very high, if I remember correctly. Yeah, guards passive as they're waking up right now, not really doing too much checks. You are able to sneak into this city pretty well without anyone noticing. There was almost a slight moment when one of the guards was looking about, but Monica was the last one in with the hood and everything, and they just pay it off as like probably being one of the shorter races. See, I've made it into the city before it's really starting to wake up. There are a few stores starting to open. It's a bit of a busy little town from what it looks like. A lot of the buildings are close together. Some areas seem to build upwards into what seems like an upper district, but a lot of it is just the main road goes all the way through town and you can kind of see the other side a good couple hundred yards away.
So the tracks. Still here? Kai?
On me.
Sorry, I meant I was asking Kai if he can still see the tracks from around this town, or does it just lead past?
Can
Give me at this point, with how long y'all been tracing these around and everything, I'll say the DC is higher, but you have got an advantage on being able to notice how deep some of these tracks can get.
I'll
I?
give
But
you
it's
some.
daytime, so it's disadvantage anyways, right?
He has a disadvantage for that.
I'll guidance you.
So it's a straight roll all the way through. 18, so you just hit it. Because I didn't feel like a 20 was needed just yet. You just hit it. So from what you can guess, and from what you can see in these tracks, there is still that one small groove where a lot of it's still heavily weighted down by what looks like a small train of these came through. And they're dipping deep into the earth, but it's slowly starting to fade. You find where they may have stopped for a night, but they left just as much as they stopped. So it seems like they just came here, stopped, slept, and then left the gate already. But it feels like they're only they're probably still about half a day ahead of y'all. So y'all know they were in town. They came in, rested for the night, and left.
Do you guys want to ask some questions?
Wait, isn't
or,
it just now becoming day though? You're saying like they're a day and a half ahead of us?
Did I say that? What did I say? I said half. I meant to say day and a half. My bad.
Oh,
Because it seems like they were trying to work just as quickly as y'all and may not have stopped all the way and actually had people taking sleep breaks in the back of some of the carts where one could sleep and one could drive.
So we're chasing carts.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you guys want to buy a wagon or
Yeah,
ask
you
some
are chasing
questions while we're
carts.
in town.
That's pretty much what, because they had to load the gold onto something, all the stuff they stole, all the gems and everything, so they loaded it onto a crap ton of carts.
so yeah, I'm agree with Monica about us trying to buy a cart ourselves.
Or steal one.
What's the one?
Would would it be bad if we stole one? Like, would the spirits dislike this choice, or would I be able to? Because
At this point, you would feel like it would not be a great idea to steal it, but making sure to pay, even if it's taken, may not be such a bad thing. Stealing without pay is blue ball worthy. Leaving money and just taking, that's a worthy enough thing.
Never said how much money we can leave.
So let's start looking around for us to find a cart. I say to the group is start looking for like I would say farm, like a store that would be using one.
how are we gonna pull the cart? Is the question.
I'd say you also got to find a horse that's not going to be spooked out of the shit from y'all. But sure, let's go ahead and roll some perception. See if y'all can find a cart place.
Nat one.
Oh dear God. It's up to Kai now. I mean, granted, he probably wouldn't even know what some of this shit is, but he's seen enough. I'm gonna say 13s are just enough for this. Y'all don't know this town very well, and then with more and more people coming out, it's gonna be a lot harder to keep yourselves out of the way from being seen. But by the time more people are out, y'all are able to find a cart shop. It seems to be on the other side of the town where the other exit is. It seems to be pretty large. There's some areas where carts are set up. Looks like he also has some stables for horses to sell with it for combos, or it could be also a rentable area. Y'all don't really know. You just know this is the area where carts and horses are being stored.
Well, then, Testicle, seems like it's time for you to do your thing.
Are we gonna try to talk to the owner, or do you want me to distract him so you guys can steal it?
Whoever ends up working out, yes.
All right. Yeah, I guess I would talk to whoever's running the cart stall or stand or whatever.
All right. So you can walk up to this area where there seems to be an elderly gentleman outside, kind of pitching some hay into the horse stalls, getting them fed for the morning, making sure all of them are healthy. And he turns to see you, a kobold, in the middle of town. Well, not even really the middle, but at the entrance of town near his work. What do you say to him before he says anything?
So first, I'm going to look at him and say, "Do not be alarmed. We are actually humans that were polymorphed into kobolds by evil sorcerers."
Give me a deception.
Oh yeah, that was the role I was looking for.
All right, so roll an insight for this bastard.
Please roll a 1.
Yeah, he looks at you and knows that you are lying through your teeth. And he goes to raise an alarm, screaming kobold. Let's see, that's verbal and somatic, so you have to use hand signs to do it.
Yep.
All right, you do get it off, so it does cover him. I'll say
What?
you do get it off because he was being distracted long enough.
What did he say?
So he goes to scream and nothing comes out. He looks at,
Ah,
tries to scream again and doesn't know what's going on. He's starting to get very terrified and
I
is
guess.
backing away from this kobold in front of him.
Didn't want to do this. I'm going to pull my rapier out and point
No,
it.
no, 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 do not. Let's just go into the stable where he is at and lock all the entrance, and we can probably talk to him.
So,
By the way, I don't think he can hear us right now, so, you know.
Just looking back between her and him, and then down to my rapier. I'm gonna put my head down and sheath it.
All right, help me block all the exits out, and I'll turn whatever mumbo jumbo I did off.
so right when you turn it off, he's
No,
grabbed.
no, I didn't. I just I went to close the exits. Yeah.
All right, so you're able to get him. He's backed into his area. That only has a 20-foot radius, so by the time he's backed away, he's outside of it.
Mhm.
He has a pitchfork in hand and is pointing at y'all, and about now he's gotten his voice back. Going, ooh, what do you want?
We just want to purchase Wagon.
He kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
looks confused.
You said wagons, right? Wagons, carts, horses, donkeys.
Why do kobolds want to purchase?
We
You'll
need to
normally just
chase a
take.
criminal.
We also have little legs, so it doesn't help with traveling too far.
Like, do you guys call your other customers these questions? I'm gonna pull out my gold and my punch of gold and jangle it. You hear that?
Roll,
That's a lot of gold.
roll persuasion with advantage because the others are trying to help him out, and you're jingling gold in front of a commoner who, dear God, dude.
I mean, it doesn't help. I was about to kill him.
Pray to God he rolls low again. God damn. He looks like he's about to take the deal, but then he shakes it and goes, "No, kobolds are just evil. You're trying to pull me in to kill me."
Okay, if we wanted to
I
kill you,
thought,
we would have killed you right now. But
yeah, I
that's
could very
beside the
easily kill you.
point.
I want to buy a cart.
Please, is that what humans say?
Yeah, because humans say. Man, no, I'm not saying please, Sam.
Yeah, these are good kobolds. I heard they came from another town near here, and they've been doing good deeds for them.
Yeah, we're from Greenus.
All right. Information doesn't normally travel that much with this. So I'm going to roll a intelligence check for this guy to see if he's heard anything. He's basically a commoner, so it's just a straight roll. So I'll roll it for everyone to see. If he gets 13 or higher, he's heard something. And it'll help you on whatever next check you make, or it might possibly get you something if he gets a high roll. Between 7 and 12, he's heard something about the scenario, but it doesn't come to him. Anything lower than a 7, he's heard nothing.
Tess, I thought you and your balls were gonna, do your thing. Oh,
All
nice.
right. So 15, he has heard something through the rumor mill about Greenus being attacked not too long ago, and that one of the mail runners, one of the criers that travels with all this news, told about how they were helped by a band of kobolds. And there were a few descriptions on them, and a couple of you match what he remembers, though he's having a little bit of trouble remembering all of it. He does kind of lower the pitchfork a bit and go, "You were the kobolds that helped Greenest?"
Yes, that's correct.
And
Hey, I don't even know this guy. I've never seen him before. But yes, that is correct.
you're traveling this way to do what exactly?
Hey, man, listen. I've got gold. I've got stuff for sale. Do you need my life story, or do you want to make the gold? Tick, tick. Time's of the
Kind
essence.
of, he kind of looks at you for a minute, getting final persuasion with advantage. It was just enough because it dropped down from it being a 15 to a 10 because of everything. So the 12 is enough, and he goes, "You know what? Fine. I believe the rumors. It's weird, but y'all match some of the descriptions I heard, especially that winged one over there. The dazed look in his eye." And he puts the pitchfork down. He goes, because I just want y'all to be out of here and gone quickly, I'll give you 100 gold pieces for the horse and the cart just to leave and be gone.
I think that I can't do any. I only have about 90 gold, and they're broke. I'm gonna say, gesturing to them.
Give me a deception. All right. He believes you. He goes, fine, 90, whatever. Just pay me and get out before the guards come here. I don't want to have to explain to them I'm talking to kobolds.
Pay me and get out, please. That's what you humans say, isn't it?
Please, whatever. Just pay the gold and get out. Please.
I'll take out 89 gold and hand it to him.
He's not even going to bother counting it right now. He just takes whatever bag you give him, assuming it's correct. And he goes and grabs a horse, takes it
Wait.
to
That is a good horse, right? You're not giving me a horse with a gimp leg, are you?
He just kind of looks at you like you just insulted him a little bit. He goes, all my horses are good.
I want the fastest one.
You there, Testicles. Would you say this is a good horse?
I mean, I lived in a cave up until I met you guys, so unless it's a cave horse, I'm gonna assume it's a good horse.
All right, this looks like a great horse, he says. Let's take it. We'll take it.
So he goes and hooks it up, preps it, and when y'all come over, everyone give me an animal handling check with disadvantage. Because y'all are kobolds and this is a fucking horse.
Well, my disadvantage was 221, so I asserted dominance all over him, and now the horse just respects me.
So 3 of you, as you get closer to this horse, it starts to spaz a little bit and even neighs. It seems to be more towards Monica and Tess than anything else. For some reason about it, they just spook it more. But Dio, you come up behind him, and as the dude's trying to calm it down, you just come up and just run a hand along its neck, calming it in this weird manner. You seem to just be perfectly whispering to this horse, and it slowly comes down and calms itself, looking at you, staring into your eyes, and then just dips its head.
I pet it.
It seems to be very happy with your touch.
Don't worry, horsey.
Didn't he include a saddle?
A cart, so you don't want to.
Oh, true. Yeah.
It's one of those things. So it's actually hooked up to it. It's a smaller cart meant for like smaller creatures, but it will easily fit all of you.
I try to talk to the guy selling us the carts and the horse, and I say, we'll be traveling really far, and I know you really love your horses, so it would be really awesome if we could have some spare food for him, her. I don't really know.
Kind of looks at you and goes, food was included with the 90.
Okay.
And he goes off and grabs a bag of feed and just brings it back and tosses it into the back of the cart pretty much. And he goes, all right, you got what you wanted. Now get out of here.
Please?
Just go already. Please.
There we go. Let's go, guys.
I'm gonna teach you manners, buddy. I'm gonna load into the cart.
All right, everybody gonna load into the cart and head out?
Yep.
All All right, with that, y'all's travel speed is a little bit better now because of that. And y'all are able to get out of there. It's with everything, it's probably just now getting past the major part of morning. The sun is up and shining. It's not yet noon, but it's definitely not early morning. So y'all can choose to keep traveling, but at this point, y'all would have to roll me some Constitution saves. Or y'all can pull off a little bit ways out and find a place to rest.
I mean, with the horse and the cart, we can travel a bit further forward, so I don't mind trying to push it before taking a rest.
And I would say
Yeah, like
y'all got
can't I'll just like can we the person that's taking watch just man the horse while the rest of us get a rest in there?
yes.
The horse, I think, only likes you.
Yeah, for you it'd be fine. Everyone else would have to make another animal handling check. It'd be a straight roll this time because you helped calm it down, and now it's starting to get a little bit more used to the kobolds. But yeah, anyone but you would have to make constant animal handling checks until they at least hit a certain quota or a certain number to be okay.
How much exhaustion would I take if I just powered through it?
You just roll a con save.
I roll the con save while they take their rest.
Does this town sell coffee? I was gonna ask.
So, with that said, you power through it, but it doesn't feel like you powered through it enough, and you feel a little bit exhausted at this point. So during their rest, y'all do get a good distance away from the town. For some reason, that actually came with y'all. It does not. You'll get a good distance away from town. But yeah, you're feeling pretty tired after that. But by then, it's getting closer to nighttime. The sun's starting to set. You can see those purple hues starting to dance across the sky. Everyone else is starting to come from their sleep, and they're able to kind of see that while you're doing okay, you look a little tired.
Theo, you should sleep. Oh, I can probably handle it.
I'm gonna like jerk awake. Oh, if you say so. I'm gonna give her the reins and try to get some rest.
All right, so Monica, if you're gonna try to drive this, I'm gonna need an animal handling check from you.
Guidance.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
When he hands those reins off, this is foreign to you in a way. You've never really had to deal with this before, and the horse is still kind of jittery around you, and it
I'm
constantly kind
a
of go off.
slow. Yeah, I'm gonna try to slow the cart down, like pull on the ropes and kind of like wag whatever feed the guy gave me in front of it. Yeah.
So that's not how that part works. But
Okay.
yeah, so but you're able to pull it down enough to where it doesn't feel like it's about to go crazy, but it's still not always wanting to follow what you say. So y'all's pace is slowed tremendously from you slowing it down and from it not wanting to really listen to you.
Yep.
So y'all only get a little ways, though it does get late into the evening at this point. Whereas the sun was setting, now it's pitch black, the stars are out, no one's really traveling the road anymore, and y'all are just kind of moseying slowly through this. It hasn't been long enough for a long rest yet, so Theo is still asleep.
Yeah, Tess is gonna ask Monica if she thinks she can handle the reins still.
Well, I don't think it likes me, but I think Kai was doing all right with the horse. I think it just I don't know. It spooked between me and you, so maybe we can wake Kai up if he's not too grumpy. I can promise him some food afterwards, so he might be motivated.
Food?
Oh, there he is. He's up. Hey, Kai, do you want to take the reins?
When it rains.
Do you want to
Horse.
ride the horsey and lead it to our track, whatever we're tracking? Can you take care of it? Is what I mean. Sorry,
Nope.
I was gonna guidance you.
I mean, I can give it the old balls try.
Nope. Okay.
Another
Yeah,
tw-
maybe you can as well. So, so let's see how it feels about you.
So, Kai, you're starting to have a little trouble with it. It's pulling on you. Your flying kind of throws it off a little bit. But Tess is able to come in and be like, "Here, let me see if I can help you with that." And together, you're both kind of able to get the horse under control and get it back to a normal pace. And it's going a little bit, so it's able to really feel like it's actually able to do something. So y'all are
Uh,
back to normal pace at this point, but the
can I
horse still
give
is going to be tired.
Can I give Tess some feed? So I say encourage it. That's good behavior, I think.
And while you're at it, I need whoever wants to give me a survival check to see if y'all are still following the same tracks
Guidance on Kai.
with advantage at this point. Because it is nighttime and everything, so you don't have any disadvantage on that, so it is at advantage. Plus your guidance. So 19. Yep, at this point you are able to find it. In fact, roll me a perception check, Kai. Dope. Now roll me a d6. So along the way, you've actually been following the trail pretty well. That you actually notice that there's some gold coins that seem to have fallen off, leading in a slight trail falling along the side of the road. And it's about 10 gold coins that just kind of fell and scattered on the ground. They're off the side of the road in some brush, but you were able to kind of pick them up a little bit more. So you feel like you're on the right track after finding that. So by this point, it's been long enough for Dio to have gotten some sleep, so he's up.
All right, and how's the horse looking?
Horse is looking a bit tired. You feel like it could power through it if y'all wanted to push it, but it looks like it could use a small break.
We should give the horse a hour or two of rest,
All right.
and then we should continue on forward.
So y'all are going to pull off the side and take a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bound for the horse and whatnot.
With it being nighttime, y'all are able to find a decent area where not a lot of people are going to bother y'all. Y'all are able to pull off to the side of the road. With Dio's help, y'all are able to get the horse off of its thing and just put to a tree and feeding it, letting it rest a little bit, and letting y'all get a small rest in too.
I want to try to do a test with a horse so it's comfortable around me, or attempt to make it less freaked out around me. So there's a distance kind of like test going on with some feed and food.
All right, so you're trying to feed it and everything?
Yeah.
Give me an animal handling check.
Guidance. 17.
All right. With the promise of food, you are able to get closer to it and put a little bag over its face so it can kind of munch into what you're giving it. And it seems to relax around you. The food seems to help it. Getting the rest seems to be making it feel a little bit calmer. And you're able to give it you're able to pet along it while it eats right now.
I kind of whisper to Dio if he's like looking my way. I'm like, Dio, look.
You're doing it. And I'm going to give her a thumbs up. No sudden movements.
Okay. I do want to kiss it though. Is that freaky?
Not if that's where you stop. If you go any farther, I think you become a druid.
What's a druid?
Bastard.
You don't want to know what a druid is.
Okay. I'll just poke my snout on its cheek. And that's it. I pull away really quickly.
All right, so what's the rest of everyone else doing while Monica sits there and gets to know the horse better?
Watch with pride.
I'm gonna show the horse my balls.
Are you just trying to prove something here, or you just want to show off your balls?
I think that for the horse to trust me, it needs to get a good look at my balls and feel that there's good energy coming from it. So
All right. Fuck. What would this be for a roll if I were to make it anything?
A dexterity check as the horse kicks him in the balls.
Nah. Because he's showing off his balls to try and gain trust, I want a performance check.
Oh my god.
He's got this whole thing called.
I've been a master at showing off my balls. This is the thing I do best.
The horse has been getting some good pets, even got a light kiss, so it's feeling pretty good right about now. It looks over and sees you, looks down, and even for a horse, it sees these beautifully crafted gemstoned balls. But what it sees is the size of these balls, and it feels a sense of respect to you. Like, this is a person that has the capability to show he has the bigger balls when he needs to. And for a moment, the horse kind of gives a nod of recognition before going back to eating the food.
Yeah, Tess will cup his balls and do a nice bow.
You feel like you gained a little respect from the horse.
Respect given is respect earned. Tess knows this.
All right. Anything else before y'all decide to hop back in your little cart and head on y'all's way?
Good old Mage drum room.
Yeah, before
Yeah.
this short rest, I'm gonna do the channel divinity. Temporary HP, everyone.
I've been getting fucking lucky. Every time I try to do a fucking roll to see if y'all get hit, it's been rolling super low. Y'all have had one roll, and it was a fucking 20. Like once that y'all got hit with something. Fucking bastards. All right, so y'all get
It's not an interesting hex crawl if you don't do battle.
should have just thrown a fucking pack of wolves at you so pack tactics actually had purpose.
No, I've got wolf PTSD from Friday.
Fuck you. I'm going to make sure wolves are the next thing y'all fight if I have to. All right, so with that, y'all get back on the road probably about 2 in the morning. Y'all are able to travel a good bit with help from the horse feeling a little bit better with y'all. You'll have a steady pace going, so you're able to get a good distance. Kai's still got a good beat on everything after finding those 10 gold coins. He's keeping a good watch on the road, making sure he knows which one is the deepest part of it. God damn it. And just as the sun gets up, the horse had a bit of second wind and is able to get a bit further on within the last bit of y'all's